Hey, bros.
Yo, today's a special LP. Well, I guess you wouldn't really know because I'm just gonna upload it with all the rest.
It is the 4th of July, and it is just me and Spencer, and we've been hanging out all day.
Playing Guitar Hero. We beat a lot of our times on Guitar Hero 2. Rocks the 80s. We have a video of us playing it up on our on the page.
If you want to look it up, go on scorehero.com and look up Super Brosman Bros.
Scorehero.com. And then go to view scores, or top scores, or what? No, I forget. It's view scores, I think. We're 10th place or 9th place on co-op GH2, and now we're like what 19th on Rocks the 80s.
It's still 20th.
Still 20th,
but we're close.
But all it takes is a couple more hours, and we would be up to like 15th because. It's going to be hard for us to get above 9th on GH2 because we're tapped out on a lot of those songs, but Rocks the 80s, we didn't put any times in since 2008, so
yeah, it sucks because Guitar Hero 2, we could beat a lot of our scores, but we're going to have to re-practice. I mean, Spencer hasn't touched Guitar Hero in probably like 5 years.
It's been a while.
And I've been playing on and off, but whenever I play Rock Band, which I still play a lot, I do like almost exclusively drums.
I mean, drums is generally more fun.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, we were looking at scores that we put in Score Hero, and it was in 2007. Like, it's been like 12 years. So, like, I just can't play guitar as much as I want to.
Yeah. Yep. And besides, like I said, usually drums is at least more of a workout and more fun. So, question of the part. How you doing? Whatever day you're watching this. Maybe it's a future Independence Day. Maybe it's Independence Day, the movie day.
Remember when they made the soft reboot of Independence Day called Resurgence? Remember that?
I thought they just did I thought it was just like another movie called Independence Day.
Yeah, it's called Resurgence, but it's basically a soft reboot. I mean, you know what a soft reboot is. It's like, it's basically the same events as the first one, and they have like the same like general character archetypes, but then they like replace all the original characters with like new guys, and then usually the old guys make some sort of cameo or like mentor appearance. It's literally like Star Wars Force Awakens is totally a soft reboot.
That's based, and it requires like no thinking, which is great.
That is cool.
I'm all for that. I'm all for the no thinking part. So we're gonna continue on our way on Ratchet.
Talking about no thinking cash-ins, how about those Disney live action movies? They're super cool.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I could assume they're not amazing.
I'm probably, just like all Disney stuff, it's probably competent, but it's completely soulless.
I wonder at what point, like, people are kind of like, get that general gist. Because I've been that way for the Marvel movies for a while. Like, they're good.
Yeah,
and there's some that are better than others. Like, some of the Spider-Mans are very good, but they're just, like, there's so many of them, and they're just so...
They're all so samey.
Yeah.
And, like, whenever you watch one, you're like, that was pretty good. Wait, what did I just watch?
Well, like, I watched Spider-Man Homecoming when it came out, not in theaters, like Redbox or whatever. And I remember finishing and thinking it was awesome, but, like, I literally don't remember anything from it, which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
Whereas even for we mentioned it last time, Ghostbusters 2016, like, I remember a lot from that movie, for good or bad. Aw, yeah.
This is cool.
Okay.
You have acquired a pilot's number.
Oh. This I don't remember. Why are you even breaking these?
Oh, yeah. I always forget. Because whenever you play one of these games like a collectathon, you just want to break all the boxes. It's like playing Banjo-Kazooie and you don't collect the notes.
Could you imagine? Playing Banjo-Kazooie 80%? Get out of here.
Dude, any percent is like almost entirely the same. Actually, I guess modern day any percent. I actually watched it run just like a month ago, and there's like a lot of glitches that just skip entire worlds now.
Yeah. Or skipping certain like note doors and stuff like that.
You can skip the final grunty note door, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Pretty cool.
How do I get to... the map? Select? Okay, there we go.
I like how Stivity Bobo, maybe like a month ago, set the world record in 100%. If you want a good video to watch, look up the new. It's called Furnace Fun Skip. It's very interesting. There's a lot of like videos on exactly how it works and why it works and whatever. But once they figured out this Furnace Fun skip, you know, it saved like 3-5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Furnace One sucks because it was all RNG too.
yeah. So he was pretty much to the point where he's like, once I finish a competent run, I will have the world record because, you know, he's the best at that game. And then it's funny, he had a sub goal, get to X subs, you know, and I'll world record 80%, and like he did in like a couple days, I think. Like the first time he finished a run on 80%, he's like, oh, there you go, I got the world record.
Do you know that Sivney Bobo has the world record in Star Fox 64? And like that's a super optimized game. So I was like,
Wow.
I always assumed that Sivney Bobo was only Banjo-Kazooie, but
I've only ever seen him play Banjo, but I don't follow him on Twitch. I do very much enjoy watching his
Is it just
completed
only on
runs.
what are the objectives?
Does it tell you?
Yeah, like yeah, that's it, right?
Greetings, Supreme Executive.
Based Infobot. Have you been to Kogor?
No. Oh right. So this one's like super polluted. So I think the first section is Clank only, and then you find like a gas mask or something.
Based Clank, thank you. Thanks for saving the day. Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, Star Fox 64 being an on-rails thing, you know.
Yeah, if you watch it, it is like so precise. Like he kills bosses in like 2 seconds.
It's just like House of the Dead. It's on rails, but you can definitely
Yeah,
have a speed run.
there's a boost technique where you like use half your boost. Alright, so on to this. Slower.
Based. Walking. Strolling along like the Clank. You can't really fight them, right?
Yeah, not really. Can I summon you guys?
There you go.
Autobots can't climb, but you can use your enter command to send them into the cockpit.
So you can fight like real small enemies.
Yeah, once I have like a couple, then I could definitely fight more. Hello?
What do they enter?
They entered that thing.
Uh,
I guess it actually doesn't matter, because I can just go down there and beat these guys up. Hopefully not die.
you have more than one hit, right?
I don't know for Clank. Yeah,
Oh.
I guess. It's definitely possible that they take more than 1 HP, though.
I would have understood if they made him have like 2 or 3 hits instead. One's a little silly, but... Wow. This reminds me, so many games back then tried to do the thing where you have like minions that follow you and all this.
Because you just said 4 hits.
Yay! I wonder if that crab would have died with anything less than all 3 of them.
I don't know. Because it did die pretty instantly.
Yeah.
But
It might have just been one of those things where, like, can it kill those things and then they respawn? I'm sure that's how it goes.
Maybe. It also might have been a thing where even if I had 1, it would have killed it, but I would have needed 3 anyway to open the door that's immediately after it. Sick him. No! I should just fight him
Yeah,
myself.
seriously, just fight yourself.
Alright.
So by the time they listen to you, it's all over.
6! Oops.
This game just likes to be mean. Next one's gonna be 12! So question of the part, lads. What's the most recent game you've been playing, huh? Let us know below.
I actually just recently replayed Symphony of the Night.
Oh, baby.
And it's been a fair amount of years now since I've replayed it. And it's like, does this game still hold up? Do I still think it's like one of my favorite games ever made? And the answer is yes.
There was some thread online about, like, favorite games.
So 5.
And someone said, I forget what it was. It was like Symphony, Super Metroid, and something else. And someone was like, those are fine games, but that's the most generic list I've ever seen. I forget what the third one was. It was another, like, oh, what if you have to kill the, like, what if there's one behind the crab?
Oh, yeah, right. That's actually a super good idea.
And you can't fight the crab, can you?
It's sad because, like, while I agree that it's, like, a generic list, I'd be hard-pressed if I made a top 10 not to include Symphony of the Night, Super Metroid, Mega Man X.
Oh, that's what it was. It was Mega Man X.
Yeah.
It was literally those three.
It's just those games are so good. I know you don't like Super Metroid, and I totally understand it. Wait.
So they literally cannot climb
I
down.
cannot climb down.
Can you just fight the crab yourself?
I think I can lure it out.
Yeah, it was literally Mega Man X
Oh.
Symphony. So what's that crab doing, man?
I don't know.
Chilling.
I gotta find out. So they do die, and then immediately respawn. Should be dead.
Ah, the good old nothing burger.
The good old great.
Good. I'm into that. That's great.
Super Nintendo was Kino.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking about it.
I think it had the most game. You know, PS2 had like the most overall quality titles, but like we talked last time, SNES had more like all-time masterpieces, whereas PS2 had more like
It was just like
good games.
It was
Very
endless
good games.
good to great games.
Yeah. Like there's so many like good to great titles, but you know, like there's I don't know, you know, you can make them wait.
Yeah. I did not know that there were panels too. What? No.
That's so dumb. But you know, it's hard to find like a lot of major complaints with like, you know, certain SNES games. What the hell?
You piece of garbage.
Oh, get them next to the door. Get them next to the door.
Yeah.
You know, like
You piece of garbage. Come here.
Mario World, Super Metroid. Even though I'm not a huge fan, I realize like that it's very good.
The one game I do think is very overrated is Chrono Trigger. I do think it's a great game, but when people are like, it's the best JRPG of all time, I'm just like, no. Sorry.
Yeah. I never, like, it has a very unique, it has a very unique, battle system and all that, but I don't think it's the most intuitive
I don't even
or
think
fun.
it really has a very unique battle system because, I don't know, it's just a turn-based 3-person combat. It has, like, combination moves. Which
I was gonna
guess-
say just because of the combinations.
Yeah, but...
You're, like, not on the same plane, so they're like, no!
Yeah, well, Ratchet is, like, sort of fun. I think I'm good for these, very long levels. I just wanted to be over. Alright, so
I think
stay
you,
by the door.
yeah, yep. But yeah, like, Super Metroid, Mega Man X, Mario RPG, like, I don't think a lot of people could have a lot of major complaints about those games.
I would always
Even
say,
for me, I would put Castlevania 4, like, I don't know, there's just... But there's probably a good 10 to 12 you can really consider just to be like, I have no complaints about this game at all. There's probably some I'm not even thinking about. People would say Secret of Mana. I don't quite agree with that, but that's fine.
Secret of Mana is, I think, is a really good game, but it is flawed. It's definitely not, like, absolute perfection tier.
But yeah, there's definitely at least 6 to 8, for sure, and more likely 10 to 12.
Yeah, and Super Mario, I would say, is the best Mario game, but Super Mario Bros. 3 exists. Which is weird, because I don't really like the NES, but Super Mario Bros. 3 is one of the best games ever made.
Ooh. That's not the gas mask,
Yeah,
though.
it's not. Oh, I needed this back on the war planet. So I probably go there.
Designed for climbing special metal surfaces.
What? I have more to do.
Appear to be too small to equip them.
I thought that was liquid for some reason.
Am I really supposed to do this? As a gold board. Okay. Goodbye.
Like how the one thing, I don't even know why you have it, it followed you. Well, now you're stuck there forever, bud.
Question mark.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, time to go back to that one.
Yeah.
This makes sense. Conveniently finding a gas mask on this planet would be unrealistic.
Can't have realism, that'd be ridiculous.
Hey, you giving me these or not?
They are magnetic. I appear to be stuck to them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they still hate each other.
Oh, he's dead. It's over. Thank you, Bass Clank. I'm trying to think of the other ones that would just be like the all-time classics. I think a lot of people would say Final Fantasy 3.
Link to the Past.
Yeah,
usually
Link to the
considered the
Past.
best Zelda game.
I mean, you really
probably me included.
can't. You really can't have like major complaints about that game. That's not fair, you know.
Dude, the complaints that I see online are just like, oh, I streamlined Zelda, and now it's not about like just wandering around. It's like, are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
Because the original Zelda is like very much it just plops you down, and you wander around, and it really has no type of like guide, so it feels like you're adventuring more than the other games. And it's like, did you play Zelda 1 in the last 20 years? It's a fine game.
I like watching speedruns of it, but I've never. I honestly don't know if I've ever played it more than like 5 minutes at a time, just because it's not. I don't know. It's just too unpolished. It's fine. You can recognize all that it did good for games, you know, but
yeah, like I can totally see it if there was like a list of like influential games. Like obviously, something like Mario Bros. 1 would be near the top, if not the best. Alright, but Zelda is definitely pretty influential.
that's why when we did that,
But I would play like Link's Awakening like any day over.
when we did that that console madness where we did like all the different systems versus sim systems, everyone like took, even though I was like, pick what you think the best system is, like they would always make it out to be like the most influential. They're like, oh, Nintendo. Without Nintendo, there wouldn't be anything. It's like, no, that doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, it's totally different for me. Like a game quality versus a game's influence is completely different.
oh, that flip. Boom! Yeah, it's the same thing for like best games of all time list. People will be like, "Oh, Pac-Man." It's like, really?
Oh, Pong.
It's like, I like Pac-Man and I love Miss Pac-Man, but it's not a top 10 game. Like, top 10 influential, no question. Like, no question. That's one, that and Mario Brothers you have to just put on the list, like, automatically. You know, and if there's a influential list without them, you're like, pretty bad list. But like, top, like, come on.
Hey, I know you two.
Heck, when people say Pac-Man, I'm like, Miss Pac-Man's better in every way, you know? It just is.
Maintenance. What else? I helped fix this planet's useless air defenses.
Well, I think you better hurry up.
The turret works fine, you little yahoo. It's the locals. They haven't got the
Because
skilled
another game
manpower
that
to use
was
it.
influential back in the time was like the original Tomb Raider.
No, I could
And it's like, go back and play Tomb Raider, kid. It's terrible now.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna use it. Besides, the block chase.
That's one series it never got
Pay
me.
him back.
Well, all right, go on if you want. Just don't break anything.
I just didn't care. In fact, I don't know if I ever played Tomb Raider besides like the first 5 minutes of Tomb Raider
I mean,
2.
didn't we have Tomb Raider 2 as a kid, and like we would always play like the first 2 seconds?
Well, the
Every
thing
time?
is, the first 5 minutes of that game has like, you get to explore the mansion, which is fun. But then when you start playing the actual game, you're like, oh, this is hard, and where do I go, and what do I do? That's pretty much it.
The trolls are weird.
So you are supposed to shoot those, right?
Yeah. But I have to look out for missiles.
Well, at least they show you where all the missiles are, and at least all the ones behind you aren't even trying to shoot missiles.
The other ones, it was shooting missiles, but I guess they just slowly. Okay. Okay.
Well, look who's awake. You're lucky I was here to drag your unconscious keister out of that turret. Good news is, I got the cannon fixed
Keister.
again.
Sorry, Master. I didn't know exactly what I was doing.
I'd be like, make a stronger ship, bro. At least it looks like there's only, what, 4 of them?
Yeah, but they all take like a million.
Certainly do. Now, that being said, some older games are still on the best games of all time, you know? Obviously, but like...
Oh yeah, like
It's-
Super Mario Bros. 3, of course. it should be
Yeah,
there.
but it's hard for people to differentiate sometimes. Like, sometimes, I know it's very pretentious, but, like, I like looking at, like, the IMDb top 250, and, you know, you know, a lot of people will put, like, movies from the 20s on it, like, as number, like, 10, and I'm like, dude, come on. Like, this is one of the first movies ever made. It's like, okay, well, sorry, it's probably not one of the best then.
Yeah. One movie that I'd probably.
Oh, man.
This sucks. One movie that I'd probably agree is that I did like actually sit down and watch Citizen Kane, like probably like 6 months ago, a year ago.
Sniped.
I've been trying to watch a little bit more movies, and Citizen Kane is a really good movie. I don't know if I would be like best movie of all time tier. It's pretty good.
I assume the Hitchcock ones are also very good, but I'm talking like, they're talking about silent movies.
Yeah, it's
like
like-
there's one called M. It's like a really long movie from like 27, and it's like always on everyone's list, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. Maybe. People put like Nosferatu. Like, I've tried to watch Nosferatu. To your right. Whoa, what the hell? How'd you shoot that?
I shot the one in front of me. I still got hit. I mean, you can see my health.
Oh, I thought you only get one hit.
No, I get like 3 hits.
Oh, that's why. Okay, because I was like, how did you shoot that? Well, if this is all 4 of them, you definitely did it this time. To your right.
Please just die. Please just die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So if you shoot them and they're near you, you still get hurt. That sucks.
I just gotta be, like, stop being antsy and just shoot them immediately when they show up. Hello?
What in the hell?
I mean, this one's bigger, but please die. It's not even shooting anything.
I want what that ship's having.
The Grandmaster Battleship. What did I get a skill point for?
You shot like the other ships.
Am I not supposed to... Okay.
Wow.
Well, well, well. Looks like he's good for something after all. Here,
Imagine if that actually happened.
What is it?
It detects underground bolts.
Ooh.
My grandfather designed
need
it to
this
suck
now.
up loose change on any planet in the galaxy. What a cheap old man he was. Well, see you around sometime.
Since you now own the metal detector,
Oh,
a bolt icon will show up on screen whenever you are near a buried
Dude,
stash
this is
of
gonna help
bolts.
you. Thanks, mate.
Oh no, but I was like saying, like, what if it actually happened where Ratchet kept getting in there and he failed 2 or 3 times, and every time the guy's like, hey, you got knocked unconscious 5 minutes ago, but I pulled you out and fixed up the ship. Alright, try it again. Up! Hey, you got knocked out again. But anyway, try it again. Thanks. Was that the point of this?
Wants me to do something. Something over here. But yeah, the only thing I got was the metal detector. What? Alright. Like right on top of it. Where is it?
Is it telling you to buy something?
Is it telling me to leave?
I got some
This
free
mom
parts for you tonight.
matters. Oh, dude.
420.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, view missions. I did everything. Where do I get the thing? Alright, oh wait, I got that pilot's thing. So maybe there's somewhere else I can do that.
It's all over, lads.
What the? What else do I do? Yeah, you just have to do more on that planet. Sucks.
Can you go back? Or no, it's Ratchet. Yeah.
Not yet. I guess I have to find a gas mask as Ratchet. Or like.
Yeah. Ratchet's spending a lot of money on jet fuel. Or rocket fuel. Oh, right over there. Looks like you can go up. I don't know if that's... Oh no, is that where you came from? That might be.
Yeah, but I guess I still have to do this, so... It does want me to go over there.
Huh? Question mark?
This is gonna suck. I guess not too bad.
This, in an odd way, reminds me of a game I should do for an LP at some point, Conquer, for 64.
I was thinking about doing Conquer, but I didn't know if it was, like, super appropriate.
I mean, we can put a mature rating on it, you know? I mean, we've played mature games before, that's for sure.
Yeah, but we didn't play a game where you smack balls with a frying pan.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, we can just put a mature rating on each one and just be like, hey. And it's like...
No. That sucks. What's the... Nope. That's not that one.
Boom!
Oh, I think I missed it.
And it's not like... There's not way worse stuff on YouTube at all times.
Yeah, but the vision or the image of our game store, poor
They-
innocent mom and pop.
They play... What?! That's it.
I'm pretty sure
we need to do what was that, Warriors of Rock? We can do that once I finish Ghost Hunter.
Oh yeah, yeah, we definitely gotta do that. Dang it, I keep getting lost. Get away. Get away. Get away.
That was so close. Do not touch it, you idiots! Oh,
I'm not
you
gonna
gotta
blow
be
up
kidding me.
immediately. What is this? Oh, dude, if any of them die, I'd be all no.
Well, at least all of them died. Wow.
That sucks. This is so long.
Yeah, this is annoying.
I don't remember this at all.
He pulled himself up from like 6 inches.
Can I like stop these or something? Where's it even coming from? Oh, just nothing.
So you can't stop that. Rip.
I wish you could walk faster.
Yeah, do that little ratchet jump forward.
That's what I want to do so bad.
Just gotta get all 6 again.
This is the worst section of the game so far.
I think you need one more. Behind you. No? I'm sorry, I thought there were 2. My bad. Cool infinite bombs, by the way.
There's a lot of obstacles that are just, they disappear. I need the one at the beginning. I don't even know if I need all 6, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah. If they die again, you can go look to see like what is next.
Yeah, that's true.
'Cause that's the true American way. Figure out what the minimum you can do is.
That's me. I will not lie.
What's
That's totally me.
What's the minimum I can do here right now? Okay.
So that goes down here. I'll just go now. Go, 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 go. Alright.
Okay, so you have to go left, I think.
Go, 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 go.
I would wait for it to go again. Are they all here? It's all 6. I think you're through.
I was just making sure it wasn't gonna like
Makes
go in
sense.
front of the ramp. Please end. You piece of crap stage. Yeah, we need all 6. I thought
What's the point of that?
I think they could have fell off, maybe?
Yeah, I was like, what's the...
Dude!
Whee!
Please. At least this is just fighting enemies. This is way easier than attacking. Okay.
UTFO.
Their hitboxes are just that tiny. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing?
Not glitched at all.
Don't worry. Daddy will protect you. Can you do stuff right? What is happening? So janky. You absolute monster. You do it! Might as well just shove these guys in here.
5 you have? 3 you have?
3.
Wow. Literally, there's no skill in...
What is their problem? This is obviously like the most jank, too. Oops.
But it's like,
So 3, I need 7 more, I guess.
there's no skill involved with this one. It's just like, send them out, and then when they die, get them again.
Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Alright, now it's time for this to be over.
I like to imagine these little stupid things just get instantly crushed when they're put in the,
Yeah, like, what are they even doing?
You're setting them in there, and then they're just melted down.
Look, it's like this little tiny entrance.
Rip.
Alright, so there's a missile. Oh, cool.
So that gave it the power to do that. Wow, you didn't even get the gas mask. You got the chance to go to another
Are you
place.
sure that this thing isn't gonna shoot me?